So I'll tell you what, that's the first time in a very, very long time that I've ever gone to the shooting range and didn't shoot anything. I stayed up last night till about 1 o'clock watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 5 is on Netflix now. I'm watching that, and I woke up at 6 o'clock because it's just, habit, routine. 5:45, 6 o'clock, wake up. Anyway, I got a drink of water, went to the bathroom, came back. I'm laying there looking at Facebook for a minute. And looking at Facebook for a minute, I get a text message of a photo. Here it is. Greg sent me a picture that our target broke the bolt and fell over, as you saw. Anyway, at first I didn't know it broke the bolt. I thought, well, maybe a weld broke or something, and then he explained it to me as we were texting back and forth. Like, oh, well, I got bolts. I'll just go out there and fix it. I called Russell. No answer. Apparently he worked a long day yesterday and was still in bed, which I don't blame him. If I could have slept longer, I would have. Anyway, told Greg, well, I get cleaned up. I'll come out and I'll put the bolt in. So I got there right before Tim did. Tim got there. Me and Tim went out. They did a line break, and we went out and replaced the bolt in the target. Kind of cool. So here's the right after the fix. Just replace a bolt, basically tap the old one out. Believe it or not, the lead gets in underneath the bolt and gets in around it, so you've got to kind of beat that bolt out of there, and it messes the thread up pretty good. I'm gonna put this on cruise control. Anyway, we got that tapped out, put the new bolts in, got it up and running again. Way cool. Fix the target. That was my range trip today. I didn't even shoot. And I thought I'd tell you guys that this other video thing is coming up. And we'll talk more. Whoa, buddy! It's called a turn signal. You're supposed to turn signal. Iowa. You're not even driving a BMW, dude. Figure it out. Anyway, quit screaming at the other people on the highway here. There you go. That's what's up. Very non-eventful Sunday. I don't even know why I made a video about it. Oh, just to show you the Eclipse Target. That thing's been up there for about a year. And they flipped the plate once, and they're going to flip it again. That bend to it. Man, Boo! I went on for like 25 minutes about other junk and politics. What the heck, dude? When you're shooting, and people shoot some really high caliber pistols at that thing. What broke that bolt finally was a guy was shooting a 460 Smith & Wesson Magnum at it. And it just rocked it, broke it. Anyway, I shoot the 475 Linebaugh at it. I shoot the 480 Rugers out of that gun at it. Guys shoot 500 Smith & Wesson Magnum. They shoot 460. They shoot 454 Casull. They shoot some really big calibers at that thing, and it happens a lot. But here's the deal. every time, and it's not that, it's the defensive handgun calibers that really work that thing over, and here's why. Every time you launch that projectile, whether it's 9mm, 45 ACP, 40 Smith & Wesson, or the big stuff even, every time you launch that projectile at it, the energy of the bullet moving, the inertia and everything, the energy of that is stopped at that plate, and the energy is transferred into the plate as heat energy. So when you've got 15, 20 people lined up, and say 5 or 10 of them are shooting at that plate, and that happens a lot. You'll have 5, 6, 7 guys shooting at that plate all at once. And when they're sitting there shooting an entire magazine at the thing, and they hit more than half the time, every round that's stopped is turned into heat energy. Every round. So that plate sits there and gets hot, and it's already 110 out. If it's 100 or 110 out, and you're doing all that shit, that plate can sit there and get hot. And anybody that works with steel knows that all the steel we're shooting, it's all the steel you use in the world, period. It's all a alloy. There's different stuff mixed into it to make it stronger, to make it pliable, to make it springy. They change the mixtures to make it more rigid and maybe a little more brittle sometimes. Anyway, that plate sits there, absorbs that round, and absorbs the energy. The kinetic energy gets transferred into heat energy, and the plate just sits there and gets hot. So that's why that was bent like that. So what we do is we turn it around until it bends back, and we turn it around until it bends back until it wears out. That plate's nowhere near wearing out, and to me, it's got a bit too much of a bend. But Greg was looking at it and says, "No, it had more of a bend last time. It won't bounce back." So, too cool. That's what we're going to do. They're going to go out at the end of the week and turn that plate around, and then until it folds back over, it'll sit there and get hot, and you're putting a lot of energy into that thing. So, anyway, that's why that plate did that. That's why that bolt eventually broke. And the heat will eventually, it'll heat up, cool down, heat up, whatever. Eventually that plate will wear out because of the heat. It'll break. And you'll see, you're not shooting pointed Spitzer type bullets at it at high speeds. You're shooting more round nose or hollow point at lower speeds. You're going up between 1,000 and 1,500 feet per second on a rounded bullet. What'll eventually end up happening is that plate will flex back and forth over time from turning it and shooting it, turning it and shooting it. Eventually what you will see is, well, I'll tell you, if you want to see it, go get a paper clip and bend a paper clip back and forth until it gets hot and breaks. And then that is what we'll see on that plate. That plate will eventually get a stress fracture, and it'll snap. A part of it will snap off, and it probably will. I'll make a prediction. We'll see if I'm right. It'll crack between the edge and one of the bolt holes. That's what I think is going to happen there. It'll crack along the. It'll crack horizontally, and it'll break. And I don't think it'll break clean across. What'll happen is it'll break between the edge and one of the bolt holes. That's my prediction on that. We'll go back and we'll look at this when it happens. And, we sold that to 5 Dogs at a really low price, a little bit above the cost to manufacture it. And the reason was we wanted to see how it would hold up. Well, it's held up over a year. And you're talking about over a year on a public range for a metal target. That is really, really good. We're both happy with that. So I'm happy with it. I know Russ is pretty pleased with it too. What's really amazing to me is that pivot in the back is holding up really well. And I didn't think it was going to. It's doing really good though. So anyway, that's the video today. I'm home. I'm going to go in and turn this air off. I'm going to go in and go back to bed. I'm so tired. I got like 5 hours of sleep last night. bye.